My name is MANOJ BHARGAVA, and most people know me as the founder of 5 Hour Energy. After a few years, we became one of the largest consumer products in the world. What is that song? More money, more problems? Success in business brought this problem on. Now we're doing really well. We're making all this money. What do we do with it? I was taught if you have wealth, the duty is to help those who don't. So we went out across the world and said, okay, let's do something for people that have less. There are more than 1 billion rural poor. What we are about is providing opportunity for them. To tell them that we're going to educate you so you can write computer code is not, it's not practical. What you really need to give them is help in what they were already doing. We found out the biggest thing that they knew how to do was farming.
इसमें से 3-4 पलटाई हैं, मतलब एक बन चुका है। जी सर।
There's a way that we discovered that you can make your own fertilizer in 18 days. It's a layering system. We're calling it Shivansh. This fertilizer costs nothing. It's made from stuff that's lying around. You take just a couple of things, basically agriculture waste, and then green material like leaves. And then the third big material that's used is cow dung. So you have this big pile, and you have to turn it every couple of days so that it doesn't sort of eat itself. You'll have different piles at different days, and they'll look different. And then the material that's in it gets really hot in there, creates this reaction. And slowly it turns all of that into this incredible fertilizer that actually smells like almost like fresh tea. We went out to the farmers and we said, let's take 50 farms and let's test it. Some of the people, their land is just dust. What they found out is when they put this fertilizer on their land, they get amazing amounts of produce. So you're making fertile land. And then the next round actually gets better because the soil is improved. And then the produce that comes from it is just better. It tastes better. Everything is better about it. It's actually a really simple thing. If you eat food that isn't compromised, you're going to feel better. And when you replace urea and other chemicals with this fertilizer, we found out that the water requirements were lower. What urea and the chemical fertilizers do is they don't allow the soil to absorb water. So the water stays on top, and then the sun, just evaporates out. So you need more water because very little is going to the plant itself. If you can cut that down by any amount, it has a huge impact across the world. Another side effect of our fertilizer technology is that instead of burning farm waste, it'll be used to make fertilizer. So all of a sudden, all of that pollution is prevented. It's not only just prevented as in, well, we didn't do bad things. It actually is used for something good. And like I've said before, nature is always smarter than we are. Nature said, well, if you have any brains at all, please use this. And we said, no, we have no brains, we're going to use chemicals, right? So the solution was already just sitting there. Take the stuff that's the waste product from agriculture, and use it again to grow more. Sometimes what happens is when you make a change at the very base, the fundamental level, everything works above it. This fertilizer affects all of the things that we were trying to address. You're affecting water shortages, you're affecting incredible amounts of smoke pollution, and you're getting healthier food, and the farmer's making a living. You know, people started finding out, oh my God, the results are amazing. So it started to go viral. We went from 50 to 40,000 farms. I already have interest from Africa, Indonesia, a bunch of other places that can use it. So it'll go worldwide. We have a booklet that we've made, just a picture book. And if you follow the instructions, you can make it yourself. And we'll give out millions of these. We're actually going to put it on the internet, every piece of it, for free to everyone. So we expect in the next 10 years, maybe 15 years, to be in millions of farms. So those farms will no longer have to buy fertilizer because this process is completely free. It'll affect 1 billion people with this basic and simple technology.